Hey guys, Jessica Jones is back, and her return immediately shakes things up. The episode opens with her being attacked at her apartment, but she quickly handles the situation and discovers that the hit was ordered by Charles after she refused to work with him. She reconnects with Matt Murdock, and the two team up to target a task force warehouse where Fisk has been stockpiling weapons following his fallout with Charles. Together, they take down the operation, and Jessica's return hints that more heroes could join forces in upcoming episodes, just like Frank the Punisher, who joined in previous season. So we might be expecting some more heroes, superheroes to join, vigilantes to join Daredevil's team to defeat enemy. It also opens the door for potential future storylines centered around her, which might be the next television series, Marvel's television series. Can be a Netflix series also. The episode here takes a darker turn with confirmation of Vanessa's death. This completely breaks Fix emotionally in a tense hospital scene. The surgeon, Vanessa's surgeon, tries to comfort him, but the moment quickly turns tragic. Fix reacts violently, showing just how unstable he has become. Buck then steps in to clean up the situation as usual. It's really funny because, as a surgeon, as a doctor, if you are unable to save someone's I mean, when you have failed, not failed, but if you are unable to save someone's life, you should be very careful because the person who can be unstable and the doctor asking for a hug to Fisk was uncalled for. It was kind of cringe. And lastly, Fix did what he is. He's an animal, so it was a sad moment for the surgeon, and I'm not sure how the hospital will react to it and how they will cover such a huge big surgeon missing. So anyway, this is a TV series, so I don't think it will cover that incidents of surgeon being missing from the hospital. So, with nothing left to hold him back, Fix confronts Daredevil directly. The fight at the end is intense and personal, with Daredevil initially gaining the upper hand. The confrontation ends with Fix provoking him, almost daring him to cross the line. Meanwhile, Heather continues her transformation into Muse. Under Buck's influence, her behavior becomes increasingly disturbing as she begins imitating violent tendencies and finding emotional release in them. It's a stark contrast to who she was earlier in the series. In the first season and all, she was a normal psychologist, and now it seems like that she's turning into the new Muse. Karen Page is also going through her own internal struggle. She is torn between her desire for justice and her anger towards Bullseye for Fogg's death. When she finally confronts him, Bullseye pushes her to act. He thanks her also. She almost gives in and going against Matt's principles, but Daredevil arrives just in time to stop her. This leads to another heated argument between Matt and Karen about justice versus vengeance, and she walks away frustrated, mentioning that it is because of Daredevil only they are losing their loved ones around them, and it sometimes do a good job of eliminating the bad guys to prevent more harm to other people. So she explained, but Matt Murdock doesn't back down, and he says it is this act that differentiates between them and the bad guys. On another front, Blake and Bibi's relationship develops further. During a date at Blake's mother's house, Buck pressures Blake to test whether Bibi is leaking information. So basically, Blake is having a birthday, and Bibi insists on attending his birthday, and Buck realizes that this is the way how they can find BB is the one who is leaking the information. So Buck, on the advice of Buck, Blake feeds her with the false information that Fix is not running for re-election. And later on, before thankfully, a BB doesn't leak that information, and which means that she is going to survive in the next coming episodes, and she has some plot armor for now. And however, Blake finds a recorder in BB's pocket and confronts her, and he means it because he's trying to save her as he likes her, and he mentions that it is Buck who will eliminate her if she is doing this kind of job of leaking information about Fisk. And at least for now, I think she'll not leak the information. And in this episode, we also see public opinion also turning against Fisk. And in that, there's a protest going around the city hall, and during the protest, it is revealed that Fisk had imprisoned prisoners who was not vigilante, who was normal people, and innocent civilians. Because of that, the protest becomes wild. They become wild, and also Connor force leader Connor takes advantage of the situation and manipulates the situation by staging an incident to justify a crackdown on protesters by eliminating their own task force and blaming it on the protesters. And Connor proves to be a serious threat as well, as we see in the beginning of the episode when Jessica Jones and Matt Murdock attack the warehouse to destroy the weapons. Connor actually proves this. He overpowers Jessica Jones, suggesting he has super strength. And this raises the stakes for Vigilante moving forward in the upcoming episodes. It will be difficult to defeat Connor, it seems. The episode also ends on a tense note as Connor identifies Karen, who was amongst the protesters, and arrests her, setting up major consequences for the next episode.